100 words per minute for 10 minutes. 5 seconds more. Start. For any country to develop with right momentum, modern and efficient transport as a basic infrastructure is a must. It has been seen throughout the history of any nation that a proper, extensive and efficient road transport has played a major role. A well-knit and coordinated system of transport plays an important role in the sustained economic growth of a country. The transport system in India comprises a number of distinct modes and services, notably railways, roads, road transport, ports, inland water transport, coastal shipping, airports and airlines. Railways and roads are the dominant means of transport, carrying more than 95% of total traffic generated in the country. A good road network is a critical infrastructure requirement for rapid growth. It provides connectivity to remote areas, provides accessibility to markets, schools and hospitals, and opens up backward regions to trade and investment. Roads also play an important role in intermodal transport development, establishing links with airports, railway stations and ports. India has one of the largest road networks in the world, consisting of national highways, state highways, major district roads and RRs that include other district roads and village roads. The transport demand for freight and passenger movement within the country is met mainly through road transport and railways. Between these two modes, road transport has steadily expanded its scope of operation and is now not merely a mode for the last haul, but is also handling freight over long distances. It also plays a complementary role to railways in moving freight from and to railheads vis-a-vis the origin-destination movements of cargo. Thus, road transport is vital to the economic development and social integration of the country. Road transport, together with the other modes of transport, provides indispensable mobility for all citizens and goods and contributes to the economic prosperity of a nation. However, the impact of road transport on the environment and health remains a major challenge in many respects. Easy accessibility, flexibility of operations, door-to-door service and reliability have earned road transport an increasingly higher share of both passenger and freight traffic vis-a-vis other transport modes. Railways are ideally suited for long-distance travel and movement of bulk commodities. Regarded better than road transport in terms of energy efficiency, land use, environment impact and safety, it is always in the forefront during national emergency. Indian Railways, a historical legacy, are a vital force in our economy. Spanning nearly 2 centuries, Indian Railways has been serving the country with utmost pride. It was only in 1851 when the first train ran in the country for hauling construction material in Roorkee, and by 16th April 1853 the first passenger train service became operational between Boribandar, Bombay and Thane. 14 railway carriages carried about 400 guests from Bombay to Thane, covering a distance of 21 miles, thus marking the formal birth of rail network in India. Since then, there has been no looking back. It is interesting to note that though the railways were introduced to facilitate the commercial interest of the British, it played an important role in unifying the country. The railways in India are the principal mode of transportation for freight and passengers. The railways have played an important role in the development of industries and agriculture. Indian Railways, the largest rail network in Asia and the world's second largest under one management, are also credited with having a multi-gauge and multi-traction system. The Indian Railways have been a great integrating force for more than 150 years. The Indian Railways network binds the social, cultural and economic fabric of the country and covers the whole of country ranging from north to south and east to west, removing the distance barrier for its people. The railway network of India has brought together the whole of country, hence creating a feeling of unity among the Indians. It has helped the economic life of the country and helped in accelerating the development of industry and agriculture. India has a long coastline. About 90% of seaborne trade is handled via major ports and has a coastline of more than 7,000 kilometers. It has an extensive network of inland waterways and seaports. The inland waterways include rivers, canals, backwaters and creeks. Inland Waterways Authority of India is the statutory authority in charge of the waterways in India. These waterways also attract tourists from all parts of the world, thus promoting Indian travel and tourism. There are also many hotels and resorts in these areas to cater to the lodging needs of the tourists. There are 12 major ports and about 180 minor and intermediate ports in India, with the ports handling more than 95% of the trade in India. They act as the major gateway for trade. Air travel is the fastest means to reach in any part of the world. Air transport being the most modern and the quickest mode of transport has been gaining popularity. However, the exorbitant rates have made it the mode of travel of the rich or of the business community, for whom time is more expensive than air travel. But the entry of private airlines and their various schemes have reduced airfare drastically. The recent tax relaxation on air fuel and such sops will further make air travel within the reach of a greater section of the Indian populace. The government has been in the process of disinvestment of both Indian Airlines and Air India for the betterment of services. Foreign airlines carrying international passenger traffic to and from India existed long before independence. Their operations are governed by bilateral agreements signed from time to time between the Government of India and the governments of respective countries. The development of airports is no longer solely under the public sector. Instead, private participation is allowed and encouraged. An international greenfield airport has been developed in Cochin, Kerala, with contributions from NRIs and loans from financial institutions. In the past few years, several investments have been made in the Indian air industry to make use of its vast unutilized air transport network.